Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Maya with Simply Bloom. So today we are pruning and fertilizing some roses. I finally can do it. I'm hoping we had some snow a couple days ago, chilly weathers, but looking at the forecast, being that it's, granted it's still April in Minnesota, anything can happen. But I'm hoping we're on the other side of winter and we are approaching springish weather. So I'm kind of I'm standing right here in the teardrop here. Let me turn you around. I kind of gathered a straw around each of the roses to kind of protect it a little bit. I think this is the only rose that somewhat has straw around it. Our chickens just demolished the straw. In fact, our chickens just ruined everything garden-wise. This is the best bed we have. Everything else, they just kicked the mulch out, scratched it. I know I lost several plants from them scratching them off. I use pretty much the same pruning method whenever I prune anything. You prune off the 3 Ds, so dead, diseased, and damaged. Anything that is dead or has any sort of fungal issues, I take that off. Anything that's broken branches, take that off. I use that method for fruit trees, hydrangeas, roses, anything that I have to prune. And then also, a lot of my a lot of these roses are very young, not established. So these will probably look different at the end of the pruning than if you have a super established rose that's nice and sturdy. But after I prune it, I am just going to be fertilizing it with this rose tone from Espoma. I've never used this fertilizer, but I've heard great things. So we're gonna try it out. And I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. If I want to walk you through I think what I'll do is as I'm pruning each rose, I'll just throw up the name and a picture of what it looks like. And that will be kind of like a rose tour as well. So we're just going to hop into this and get started. Shoot, did I leave my gloves inside? No, I didn't. Okay, I have gloves. Okay, we are getting new mulch this year, so I'm going to be putting down a layer of fresh mulch over everything. So I'm not super concerned about getting all of the straw up, but I am going to remove some of it just so I can kind of see what's going on under it. I'm actually really glad I put the straw down, and I'll show you a close-up here in a second. But where the straw was, everything above the straw died. It's brown, it's dead. And where the straw was, everything underneath it, that's the only green part of the canes left. So I kind of wish I would have added more straw, because then I feel like more of the cane would have survived. But I'm glad I at least added some of the straw. And I'll be watching the weather forecast so far. There's not a frost in the future. It gets close, low 30s, but no actual frost. But if for some reason it were to dip really low again, ouch, I'm caught, I will run out and I can add more straw. Okay, I don't know if the camera is doing justice, but can you see the green, and then green back here? So that's where, yikes, I keep getting poked. That's where the straw came up to, and then where it turns brown up above, that was above the straw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pruners and I'm going to just go where it turns green and chop that off. Now, it would have probably been better if I had waited to do this until I had some new growth starting, but this is when I have time to do it, and this is when I'm going to do it. So take it back to right where it turns green, and that's just the process that I'm going to do. So I'm going to be cutting back most of this rose. Try not to get poked. And just prune it back to the green, prune off anything dead and diseased, which I'm taking off everything dead. This cane actually is green a little bit higher, so I'm going to do that. You can see green, brown, going right between, cutting that up. And just everything else. All right, you can't even tell that there's a rose there. Sad. Okay, but I'm going to do my best to clean out all of this straw, leaves, remove all the dead leaves, because that's just where insects and diseases can harbor over. I do not have good gloves. Oh my goodness. I might have to come back later with better gloves and finish cleaning it out, but I think that's pretty good for now. All right, this was my all-time favorite rose last year. It is the Princess Alexander of Kent. So I'm going to take my rose tone and just kind of sprinkle some right around the base and then kind of scratch it in. I heard that dogs go wild over the Espoma fertilizer. So I have a couple dogs, so we'll see how this goes. All right, one rose done, several more to go. Okay, you guys, this is probably like the worst rose pruning video ever. I just stopped filming, being completely honest, and I had like a little pity party moment because I was looking around at my garden and just being thoroughly disappointed in it. And I thought this would be a good lesson for us all because it's so easy to compare your garden to the beautiful gardens that you see on YouTube and social media and get a little discouraged a little bit and just get in this little pity party of my garden's never going to look good. It's never going to look as good as so-and-so's. And, you know, I'm looking around at all my chickens just destroying the garden. And we are getting them in enclosed run. But while everything is still pretty much dormant, my husband's been letting them out. And it's just hard to see everything that you worked so hard for last year just be completely destroyed. Like, I have 4 beds where the mulch is just non-existent. It's just gone. I don't know what happened to it, but the chickens scratched it out. and they're just using it to dust in. And I know some plants aren't going to come back from that. Like the ground's been scratched down so far. It's like, there's no way possible my plants survive. So that whole bed is dead. So I just kind of stopped filming for a little bit. But then I was like, you know what? I'm sure there's a lot of people in my boat that look at their garden sometimes and think it's not good. But I figured, you know what? That's just part of gardening. We need to just persevere, keep pressing in. I know when things really start to grow and turn green, then things will look so much better. But that's just where I'm at. So I'm sorry I stopped filming. I only filmed like half the roses that I pruned, and then I was just grumpy the rest of the mood. But this is life. That's where I'm at right now. Thoroughly disappointed in my garden. But at least we'll have content fixing all of the stuff that the chickens ruined. So we were just waiting for the ground to unthaw to put the run in, because we have to pound and post and stuff. So ground is unthawed, so I'm hoping I can get my husband to work on the run this weekend so we can enclose the birds and they won't get out anymore. So that's the plan. Anyways, hope you all have a great day. Sorry to end on the pity party note, but we're gonna get through this. It's okay. So I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.